a blink. Like it happens fast. It's like a vape. Like seriously, just like the words say. Life is so short and fast. I don't have time to waste. I don't have time to waste on you. I don't have energy to waste on you. And I most certainly don't have no money to waste on you at all. Listen to me. Every time I look up, they celebrating the death of people. I get online today, everybody talking about COVID. What it's been, 3 years now? Just look at how fast it seemed like 3 years, 2 or 3 years done went by that this man done passed away. I said the same thing when they were doing the Mo 3, when they did Mo 3 when he passed, then they did the Young Dolph when he passed his birthday. When this stuff pops up, it's like, wow, that's fast. I had a friend of mine send me a picture of their daughter yesterday. I ain't seen her in about 2 years. When she sent me the picture of her daughter, she done got so tall, and she would tell me, you know what I'm saying, how, you know what I'm saying, she holding conversations different. And then I realized, I said, man, time is just moving so fast. And then I think about the 10 years in prison I did. I did 10 years, and a lot of people, when I came home, to them, it was really like I never left because they wasn't taking advantage of their time. So by the time I leave, 10 years pass by. I pop back up, you in the same relationships, same situation, same predicament, still struggling with your bills, hanging with the same people, planning the same trips you ain't never took, you having the same conversation, you ain't showing no growth, no nothing. 10 years pass by, I pop out. You still stagnant, stuck in the same place, comfortable, ain't did nothing with your life. And then what you don't realize is how much time done passed you by. Like that is serious. And that, so now I look at my life now, right? I celebrate growth monthly. I don't know about you. Like I celebrate my growth monthly. I push myself monthly. I don't say, because it really ain't even, you really don't even post a plan for tomorrow because tomorrow got its own problems. That's what the words say. You really don't know. You don't even know if you're going to make it to tomorrow. You could pass away in your sleep and tomorrow never come and you've been planning and planning and planning. But me, every month, I got a goal post every month. I have to hit it. And guess what? Can't nobody be around me that ain't like-minded. I ain't saying that it's got to be every month, but if you ain't got some goals in place, if your conversation don't reflect that you got some ambition and you motivated about something, and you ain't trying to reach that goal post, listen to me, you got to roll. Everybody that's surrounded by me, and this ain't a boast or a brag, this is just the truth because it's just what's in me. Anybody that I'm talking to or I'm connected to, they'll tell you all my conversation it's consistent with progression. Point blank period. None of my conversation with nobody I'm connected to on a daily basis has nothing to do with stagnation. None of it. I'm not talking about stuff that's irrelevant. I don't care about celebrities and what they got going on the internet. I don't care about this went on and that went on and such and such. I don't care nothing about that. I'm not saying that I can't converse with you about everyday life. That's cool. But it's different when we conversing about everyday life every single day. As every single conversation, because what most people don't understand and recognize is you're so caught up, but what it is you're deflecting. You're deflecting away from what's going on within yourself internally and what you don't want to face in the mirror. So your best thing to do is find something to distract you, and that's the internet. Because I can tell from what you follow. I can tell from who you follow. I can tell from your conversation, and I can tell from what you're doing. Why are you distracting yourself? That's the question I don't gotta ask you. I don't gotta ask you. Because after you around me for a certain amount of time and you hear all my conversations result to, it's consistent with progression. And then your conversation is counteracting that. Guess what I'm finna do? Eventually, I'm going to start detaching myself away from you because I've already programmed my mind for progression. If your mind ain't programmed for progression, guess what you going to do? Birds of a feather flock together. You going to keep running with them people because guess what? Y'all are two in this, y'all are one in the same. You cool. Your circle will tell me where you going. Your circle will tell me what you got. Your circle will tell me what you finna be. I don't gotta do number 6. Show me your friends. I'll tell you your future. I heard a millionaire say that a couple of years ago. Matter of fact, I think I was locked up. He said, "Show me your friends. Show me your circle, and I tell you your future." And it's true. It's true. Listen to me. If I go to my hometown right now, I can tell you where all my homeboys at right now. I ain't got to call them. I can pull up exactly where they at right now. It's only going to be 2 or 3 spots. I'll guarantee you they in them spots. And guess what? They was in them same spots. I've been home 6 years in May. I did 10. That's 16 years ago. They in them same spots now, 16 years later. I can take you right to where they at right now. No progression. When I get out of the car, I could tell you exactly what they gonna talk about. First thing they gonna talk about is my internet and what I'm doing. Second thing they gonna talk about is do I got any connections? Can I do this and can I do that? It's gonna result to drugs. Off the top. If it don't result to talking about drugs, it's gonna result to talking about women. First they gonna ask me, man, you got that platform. I already know gals be on you and this and that, because your brain is messed up. You already showing me your lustful desires is still controlling you. You automatically assume that I carried the old me into this new situation. Listen to me. You can't carry the old you into a new situation. You think I'm gonna have the same lustful desires and be able to reach the level of success that I've reached now? No, that means I haven't learned from my mistakes. Because when I look back at my old life, listen to me, because my mind don't do nothing but focus on progression. When I look at my old life and the people that I used to hang around, what did they used to do with their money? They were financially illiterate. They didn't do nothing with their money. The only thing they did was gamble, do drugs, sell drugs, and trick off on women. Appreciate that, Zeta. I know that's coming from the right place, coming from you. And trick off on women. You automatically assume I changed the hustle, I make my money legal, and you think I use the platform to get to women, and I'm gonna take the money because I made the legal money, and then I'm gonna put my life and my career in jeopardy to bring it back to the streets. What? Don't even call my phone no more, homie. Don't even call my phone no more, because your brain done stopped progressing. Now, some of y'all don't want to accept that about some of the people you hang with, some of the people that you love, some of the people that you care about. I'm gonna tell you something. It's a such thing as a reprobate. You know, a reprobate man. Them folks is stuck in back there. Them folks want to be who they are. They gonna continue to be that person. And what you want to keep trying to convince these people and show these people, they not gonna change. They not gonna change. Them folks, I'm using the mic on my phone. Them folks gonna be who they are regardless. Family too, what you said? Family too. If you not consistent with talking about progressing, you cannot come into my space. I protect my energy. I told him, I'm riding in the car one day, my daughter in the car, right? We in Atlanta. We were celebrating her graduating, and my phone rang. I don't answer it because the person who was calling me right now is spending time with my daughter, for one. And secondly, I'm already knowing if I answer this phone, it's finna be a conversation that ain't finna result to nothing. So they call back again. And my daughter say, your phone keep ringing, they answer your phone. So I answer the phone. When I answer the phone, I'm talking to them, they talk back, we converse, we having a whole conversation, right? And then in my brain, I said, I am gonna use this moment to teach something to my daughter indirectly. I'm taking every moment possible. It's got to result to progression, because I've trained my mind to do it. My mind is automatically optimistic about any situation, because the 10 years that I did in prison, I call home and hear too many people complaining. I come home and hear too many people complaining. You never tell yourself how. You always say, I ain't got time for that. I don't want to do that. Your brain, you never hit the switch so your brain can come up with results and solutions. You automatically just shut it out. So when I'm on the phone, I said I'm gonna indirectly use this moment to teach my daughter something about this kind of individual that I'm talking on the phone. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, I've noticed about my daughter when we was building the bond, we got a 10 times better bond now. The bond that I'm trying to build with my daughter at the time, I didn't have the connection that I had. Or I thought I didn't. So I would find moments to try to drop jewels on her where it didn't sound like I was trying to preach to her. So I'm on the phone, and like I said, this individual was finna be discussing a lot of things and using my ear as a trash can. So when I'm on the phone for about 5 minutes, off the top, I waited for my daughter. She got on her phone. As soon as she got off the phone, I off the top started explaining to this person. I said, man, you're going to have to quit calling my phone. I said, if you ain't realized, I've been home 2.5 years. And every time you call my phone, you having the same conversations. I said, I read a book of Marcus Garvey. He said, people who talk about the same thing, they can't listen to me. They not growing. I can't grow from you. I said, you stuck in a time of this, and I started explaining how, I said, at this point, I have to start protecting my energy from you. I have to start protecting my peace. I said, because at this point, you're not contributing to my progression. What you doing is you trying to distract me because you are distracted. I said, I can't keep talking to you like that. I said, I'm just wasting my time with you. But what I'm doing, I'm teaching my daughter a valuable lesson about my friendship, and my time is very important. I don't care who it is. I don't care who I'm talking to. The minute you start coming in and you doing something to my peace, because my peace is connected to my purpose. My purpose is only effective when I'm creative. And if I can't be at peace in my purpose, I ain't gonna be creative. My whole career is based on creativity. So when you start messing with that, when my brain ain't computing the way it need to compute, you're throwing me off, homie. Soon as I get off the phone, guess what my child say? That's right, Daddy. Protect your energy. When she say that, I knew right then and there the seed dropped. Now, had I tried to what's up, Keith? Had I tried to communicate that directly to her, she probably wouldn't have received it the same way. But for her to hear me drop it on somebody else the same way I wanted to drop it on her, she probably would have rejected it. So for her to hear me do it that way, she took it in. And still to this day, she'll call me if it's a situation going on. Get what I tell her? What's up? I ain't even worried about it. I got to protect my energy. That seed is still it's progressing in her because of the conversation that she heard. She know Daddy don't waste no time. I'm not finna play with you, and you gon' roll. And see, let me tell you, and I'm gonna tell you how it took time. Listen what I'm finna tell you. A lot of times, like, let's say you trying to get through to somebody, or you even trying to get through to yourself. Because a lot of times when I'm talking, I ain't just talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself. But see, sometimes it take time. People don't understand it. See, sometimes it take time, because when somebody trying to explain something to you, over time, it'll look different, because what you will see is that, that person was right, because I'm seeing that person progress. It's different when you around people who telling you that they say the best sermon preached is one lived out. My daddy told me all the time, people can talk to you all day. They can talk to you till they blue in their face. He said, if they can't show you nothing, he said, he said, what they talking about? He didn't even have to explain that. If a person trying to tell me how to write a book and you ain't wrote a book, what am I listening to you for? If you trying to tell me how to sell a book and you ain't sold nothing but 10 books, what I'm listening to your marketing skills for? If you trying to tell me how social media work and you not good at social media, what am I listening to you for? So my daughter, over time, the things that I'm trying to tell her, eventually she's going to gravitate toward me, because what she's going to see is everything he say, he do it. He execute. He accomplish it. He continuously progressing. Listen, it's been 6 years. It's been 6 years I've been home. And in the 6 years I've been home, every 6 months, it's always Man, dude still, dude still going. It's a constant progression. I'm consistent in progression. And I'm gonna tell you, because I'm gonna drop this on YouTube, because I seen on YouTube the other day, because I still do a lot of prison videos, and this dude said, my daughter finna be 20 July the 8th. I seen this dude say, he said, man, you institutionalized, you tell a lot of prison stories. You ain't seen me personally, you ain't never met me personally. If you paying attention to my growth over time, if you listening to my conversation, if you watching my social media, if you watch what I've done over a period of 6 years, and you calling me institutionalized, what it is, it's probably jealousy and envy at this point. Because what you doing is you watching a person who should have been behind you exceed you. See, that's the beauty of the glory of the Most High. See, a lot of times he had to put people in your face that you didn't expect to be where they are and do what they do and become who they've become. And see, then you got to deal with yourself. But see, first you lash out. You lash out because you see and you think to yourself, how in the world? Because you've been out here free. Now, you've been institutionalized. You've been out here in the world and ain't done nothing with your freedom. You're the one been working on your job all of these years and you still complaining. You're the one working for these people who overworking you and underpaying you. You're the one still struggling within yourself because you're the one struggling with your bill. You're the one still making excuses and hanging around the same people. You're the one still talking about you tired of living in your city, but you afraid to step out on faith and step out on that water like Peter and go out here and do something different with your life. You're the one who's still stagnant. You're the one still procrastinating. You're the one still stuck. And then you watch me after being home 10 years. When I moved to Dallas, I didn't even tell nobody. You want me to tell you why? Because I'm familiar with Joseph's story. In Joseph's story, when he told him that he was going to be the head, he figured he was going to go tell them the vision, and they sold him off in slavery. See, what they wanted to do, they wanted to stop the vision and the dream. But see, I understand that about people. When you start talking about what you finna do with your life, where you want to be in life, you can't share that with everybody. Sometimes you can't share it with nobody. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you're not sharing it with people who already have a progressive type of mindset and spirit, them folk going to look at you like you crazy. They going to try to talk you out of it. They going to give you backhand compliments. They not going to be genuine. They not serious about even when they clapping for you, man. When they clap for you, they not really clapping for you, because how are you going to be happy for somebody else when you really not even happy with yourself? So when I moved to Dallas, I didn't even tell nobody. The only person knew was my daughter and my sister. I made the phone call with my daughter in the car. And then I went and told my sister, I packed up myself, I came to Dallas. Because I'm not finna tell you people down here in this small city where I'm finna go. Because what you going to Dallas for? Man, that's great. It's big out there. You got to be careful. Be careful out there. Be careful. Be careful. It's gunshots right in the front of your house. You seen who did it. You won't even call the police. You won't tell me to be careful. You be careful. You listen, what's wrong with you? So then look. then when I get out here, guess what? I don't appreciate that, my guy. I'm gonna do another push in just a second. Then when I get out here, I learn so much about myself. When it comes to, they got this thing, look it up. It's a real study what they've done. They call it small town syndrome. Small town syndrome. It's everybody know everybody business. Everybody know what's going on. And everybody think they more than what they are. See, I experienced that. See, when I got out here, I told my cousin Wayne this the other day. I said, cuz, when I got out here, what I realized, now people didn't recognize me from social media, but what I realized, who you think you humble yourself. Humility is so major, especially when you think you somebody, because the enemy done gassed me up all my life. I'm thinking I'm somebody, everybody know me, this and that. I get out here to Dallas, don't nobody know no Boo Baker. Don't nobody care nothing about no Boo Baker. Don't nobody care nothing about none of that. I had to get it out of my head. You got to humble yourself. Then when I come out here and I learn this, get what I realized. It's a good thing they don't know me. I don't need them to know me, because I can come out here and I can start from scratch. It's a fresh start for me. You only know me if I tell you who I am. You know how many conversations I done had recently where I could talk about the experience of the 6 years I've been home, and I don't have to talk about none of the time that I did. And then by the time they go look at me on social media and they call, they like, hey man, you didn't even tell me. I don't have to no more because I done grew. But see, if I'm stuck down here in this small town syndrome, I'm going to keep. They talking about the same thing, doing the same thing, hanging in. I can't progress down there. My mental can't progress. My spirit can't progress. I'm stuck spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. I'm stuck. But see, this another thing I realize about people who complain about their life. You're scared. You terrified of change. You terrified of success. You scared of it. The moments that I am scared, I do it scared. You can't tell. You can't tell when I'm scared. I'm gonna do it scared. But see, people. But then people, this why some people get homesick. Some people, I ain't saying all, because what they do is they move to a new city, right? And then what they realize is they have to sharpen their social skills. They have to get out and meet new people and move around. They got to get familiar with the city and this and that. And you have to change all of these things over. And see, your comfort zone has been disturbed at that point. Your mental, and now you've moved physically, because I moved my body physically, but mentally I'm still back at this place. I'm still back home with family mentally. I'm still with my friends mentally. So now the mental is the hardest thing to move, to readjust yourself. It's the hardest thing to move. That's why they always ask inmates, how do they adjust back into society? Because I moved out here physically, but they know that your mind is still stuck in that place. It's the same thing with people who out here on the streets. You don't know how to. It's the same thing with a relationship. You can move your body. You can move out of the house with somebody you've been living with for 10 years. You can move your body. You can move your physical possession. You can move all your tangible things. But your mind is still stuck on this person. You waking up thinking about this person, knowing that they dogged you. You go to sleep thinking about this person, knowing that they done dogged you. You at work, you think about this person, knowing this person ain't good for you. You go throughout your day. You go to places that remind you of this person. But you know mentally, you can't detach yourself. And see that's something I ain't gonna say that I've mastered, but that's something right there I don't get moved by. That's why it killed me when people think that the tears that you shed and the hooping and the hollering and the praising and all the stuff that you do that they've taught you to do when it comes to religion, and you think the Most High is moved off your emotion. He's not. He's not, until you correct the behavior, correct your behavior, deal with what you need to deal with. He's not moved by your tears. He's not finna deliver you from something because you cried, because you have not dealt with it. You really not ready for the change. He's not finna move he's not finna turn that mustard seed into a mountain just because you did all of that and then them people told you caught the Holy Ghost. That's not, you're moving. He's not moved by emotion. It's tough, but it's something that you have to understand and realize. Your emotions ain't finna get you nowhere, Doc. I don't care who you are. I don't care what's going on. If you don't detach yourself mentally from this situation that's distracting you and deterring you and delaying you from going where you need to go and doing what you need to do, you're going to be stuck in that situation. I promise you. I could probably name 50 people off of my head right now. I've been home 6 years. I could probably name 50 people off of my head right now. If I called them, they're having the same conversation with me they were having 6 years ago. You know why? Because they can't mentally detach. They can't mentally detach themselves, man. You have to do it. As tough as it is, you're gonna have to do it. If not, you just gonna be recycling, and you're stuck, man. The enemy crafty. A lot of people don't want to believe it. A lot of people don't want. Let me just put it to you like this, then, in layman terms, because everybody know what I believe, so I can talk to you. Because Paul said, "To all men I become all things." And when it comes, people don't believe how real good and evil is. Good and evil is a real thing. But see what they done did? They done packaged evil in the Christmas gift, and it looks like it looks like the good. Because now being fake is the new real. You know what I'm saying? Being evil is the new good. So a lot of people you ain't even able to recognize the difference. But then it's so many layers of trauma that done laid on top of you too. That's why they pushing the narrative. Just pay attention to the whole world. The whole world pushing the narrative of toxicity, trauma. These folks is making money off of trauma, and toxicity, man. Because it's done become the new norm. Because so many people that's the only thing they know how to operate in. If you genuine to a person, they can't even embrace it. They can't accept it. If you honest with a person, they don't even want honesty. They rather you lie to them just so they can say to themselves, I know he lying, but I'm gonna do it anyway. If he tell you the truth, it's too good to be true. Ain't no way. A person treats you right, you automatically assume it's a agenda. A person go upside your head, they love you. What we doing? What we doing? Because that's what they done started to teach out here. That's what they done started to teach. I'm telling you, man. But look, check this out. Cause they done turned that blow on up here. I'm gonna say this y'all do me one favor. I'm finna cut this out. I need to say this real quick. I'm gonna put it on the line. Hey, if you took anything from that, do me a favor, man. Cash app me $1. Okay, so boom, one. It's just $1. Cash app me $1. Okay, so boom, with a 1 behind it. Hey, it's a brother on here. Hey, where you at? Real DKO? Where you at, bro? Y'all do me a favor, because I need to try to bring this man on my live later on. Y'all do me a favor. Okay. Y'all see that name right there? The Real DKO? I need to try to get him to 1,000 followers. Y'all go follow The Real DKO real quick. Try to get him to 1,000 followers so I can bring him on my live later on. Because me and him going to have a good conversation. I promise you. I just dropped it. I can't, I don't even know how to pin him. There you go right there. The Real DKO. The Real DKO. Y'all do me a favor. Go follow The Real DKO. I think he probably need about 200. Yeah, okay, so boom. 1 is my cash app. Martin just tagged it. The Real DKO. Y'all do me a favor. Go follow bruh for me. So I can get him to 1,000 so I can bring him on my live later on. The real DKO. Go follow bruh. I think he probably need about 200. Appreciate that. I ain't never been to Boston, man. I got invited to Boston, Massachusetts last year. I can't remember what happened. Where you at in Boston? Is that yeah, Massachusetts is the city. Massachusetts is the state. Boston is the city. Now, I ain't never been out there. The real DKO. Y'all go follow, bro. The Real DKO. Oh, yeah, I just got this app. It's called, because a lot of people be asking to set my time apart and start doing conversations. I got this app called, I think it's called Calendly. I got this app. If you want to do it, I'm gonna be charged. I'm gonna put it in my link. I'm gonna jump back on the live later on. Bet that, my guy. I'm gonna do 45 minute phone calls for $20. I don't know if you want to do it, you do it. But listen, if you got a business, you trying to learn social media, whatever it is, relationship advice, whatever, we could do that. It's gonna be $20 though. My time is precious. Yeah, I got this app. I think it's called Calendly. Somebody told me about it the other day. I said, man, it's called I think it's called Calendly. It's spelled C-A-C-A-D. Hold on, let me look at it. Yeah, that's it right there. Calendly. It's called Calendly. Shantae, what you talking about? You right down the street. Yeah, that's it, Calendly. My cash app is okay, so boom, one. Y'all hit me with a book. Hey, if you ain't already, what's up, Nicole? If you ain't already followed me, hit the follow button. If you ain't already followed me, hit the follow button. And if you ain't got me on YouTube, I got a Vimo. I can't remember what it is though, bro. If you ain't got me on YouTube, go check me out on YouTube. I'm gonna put this, hey DKO, I'm gonna put this on YouTube too, so it should be some people go follow you from YouTube as well. How I'm gonna tell a story if we just talking on the phone though? How I'm gonna tell a story if we just talking on the phone? Hey, if you ain't following The Real DKO, y'all go follow my guy page, try and get him to 1,000, man, so I can get him on my live later on. But look, I'm finna get ready to roll. These folks done cut this blower on. Oh, Angela, you got my number, man. She just came home from doing 6 in the Fed. Yeah, I'm in Dallas. Where you at, Key? What you got going on there? I'm finna hit you up. I'm finna get ready to get out the lab, man. Y'all be blessed. Y'all hold it down. If you ain't already follow me, hit that follow button. Go follow me on the tube, man. It's been a blessing. Trends don't want to be got.